When Emily told me she saw me only as a friend, I didn't argue. I smiled, nodded, and said I understood. On the surface, I stayed calm, but inside, it hurt more than I wanted to admit. For months, I'd been there for her, late-night talks, emotional support, even helping her move. I thought something genuine was building between us. But with those few words, it all suddenly felt one-sided. Still, instead of showing my disappointment, I decided to reflect her energy back. Over the next few days, I stopped initiating our conversations. Normally, I'd text her first thing in the morning or send memes to make her laugh. This time, I didn't. If she wanted to talk, she could start the chat. If she wanted to hang out, she could ask. To my surprise, she noticed almost immediately. She messaged me a few times, asking if I was okay, or if something was wrong. I replied politely and friendly, but brief. Not cold, just distant, the way friends get when life gets busy. Before long, she began hinting that she missed me. "You've been quiet lately," she said one afternoon when we bumped into each other at our usual coffee shop. I gave a small shrug. "Yeah, I've been catching up with other friends," I said lightly. Her smile faltered for just a second before she quickly masked it. That tiny flicker told me more than words could. A week later, I went to a small gathering with mutual friends. Emily was there too, laughing and chatting with everyone. When I walked in, her eyes lit up, something I hadn't seen in a while. I greeted her warmly but didn't linger. I mingled, laughed with others, and gave her the same easy, casual energy she'd shown me. I could tell it threw her off. She kept glancing at me, like she was trying to figure something out. Later that night, she came over and asked if we could talk alone. We stepped out to the balcony, away from the noise. "You've changed," she said quietly. "You're distant." I smiled faintly. "Not really." "I just adjusted," I replied. "We're friends, right? I'm treating you like one." That hit her harder than I expected. She looked away, her face tightening slightly. After that night, she started texting more, random things, jokes, excuses to start a conversation. I replied with the same friendly tone, but never crossed any lines. No flirting. No compliments. Nothing to make her feel special again. And little by little, her frustration started to show. She'd mention how we weren't as close or ask if I was seeing someone new. Each time, I'd just say, "People drift. It happens." It was strange watching her chase the very connection she once turned down. The same woman who'd said she only saw me as a friend now seemed to crave what she'd dismissed. I wasn't playing games, I was just done being the only one who cared too much. A few days later, she invited me to lunch. She sounded nervous, so I agreed out of curiosity. When we met, she looked different, uncertain, her usual confidence replaced by hesitation. Over coffee, she finally spoke. "I think I made a mistake," she admitted. "I pushed you away because I was scared. But it feels weird not having you around anymore." For a moment, I didn't know what to say. Part of me still cared, but another part had learned to let go. I told her gently, "I understand. But you were honest about how you felt, and I respected that." I